Hello, we are in Natural Science, day 2, and today we are going to talk about machines for communication. Sometimes, or we have used too many machines for communication. Maybe what do you use for communicate with your friends? In these days, maybe you have used the mobile phone, the tablet, you use the computer, or maybe a radio station. If you have got a radio station in your house, you can use it to communicate with your friends. And that's what we are going to talk about today. The first thing we have to do is answer the question. This is activity number 1, and we have to answer the question. The first one say, is there a computer in your house? You have to complete using yes. Yes, there is. I'm reading with the mouse. Or no, there isn't. Okay, so is there a computer in your house? Yes, there is, or no, there isn't. It depends on where you are and if you have got a computer or not. Number 2, is there a telephone in your house? A telephone or a mobile phone? Is there a mobile phone or a, or a telephone in your house? Yes, there is, or no, there isn't. Maybe you have got more than one telephone or mobile phone. Number 3, how many people have a mobile phone in your family or in your house? If you are living in your house with your family, how many people have a mobile phone? Maybe your mother has got one, your father has got another one or two, your mother one or two. You are owning a mobile phone, or one of your sisters or brothers. Or if you are living with your grandma, your grandpa, maybe you will find too many phones. You have to write the number here, or maybe you haven't got any of them. So you have to write the number of people that have got a mobile phone in your family. The ones that are living with you in your house. For example, in my case, I'm living with my sister, so she has got one and I have got another one. So there are two mobile phones in my house. But in my family, my father has got one, my mother another one, and my sisters. So I have to write the number over here. We continue with information. The first one. The first thing we have to do is read all of this. So you have to listen and then follow.
Many machines help people to communicate. A computer is a compound machine with many different parts. A computer helps us to do many things. We can watch films, play games, work and draw. But be careful. Spending too much time in front of a computer is not good for you.
So today we are going to talk about the computer. We are not going to talk about the radio station, not about telephone, not about mobile phones. We are going to talk about the different parts of a computer. Remember, a computer is a simple machine or a compound machine. A simple machine is a machine that has got only one part, and a compound machine more than one part. What do you think? The computer has got one part or more? I think that a computer has more than one part. We can see lots of them over here. And what can we do with the computer? We can watch films, the one that you like, or you can watch some cartoons like, I don't know, the one that you like Henry Danger. Or you can play games. You can work. Yes, you can work. You can do that. Now you need to use the computer to do many different tasks. And you can draw. You can use paint to draw whatever you want. So with the computer, you can do many things, like watching films or series or sitcoms, whatever you want. And you can play games, work, and draw. But they say that you have to be careful. Spending too much time in front of the computer is not good for you. Maybe if you spend too much time with the computer or playing video games, maybe you will need glasses to wear glasses in the future. So be careful. You don't have to spend too much time. And the different parts we can find in a computer are the screen. This is a screen. This is where you look to see different images or what you are doing. You have got a keyboard. The keyboard is where you type. If you are writing maybe an essay or your homework, you need to type on the keyboard. Inside the computer, we can find the CPU. What is the CPU? It's like the brain of the computer. All the information is in the CPU. The mouse is not an animal. The mouse is what you use to move around the screen. You need the mouse. And the last one, the printer. If you want to print to have in a real paper what you are working on, you have to print it using the printer. I repeat, so different parts. The screen where you can see the different things. The keyboard you use to type because maybe you are writing down your homework. The CPU that it is inside the computer, and it is like the brain of the computer is where you can find the information. And the mouse, we use the mouse to move around the screen. And the printer is where you can have your document, for example. What can we do with the computer? Again, we can watch films, play games, work, and draw. Remember that the computer is a compound machine. Now we have to do the activity number 2. Tick the sentences that are true. So we had to write ticks. If you want to write any cross, you can. So with a computer, we can. So we had to think what we can do with a computer. Can we take photos with a computer? If you think that we can take photos, tick. 2, we can do homework. Tick or cross. 3, listen to music in YouTube or in Spotify or wherever you want. So if we can listen to music, tick or cross. Number 4, we can cook food. We can make a pizza or make a cake. If you think that we can make a cake with a computer, tick. If not, cross. Number 5, we can play football. If you think that we can play football, tick or cross. They are not talking about playing video games. Play football in the real life. So tick or cross. And number 6, see and talk to people in video conferences. If you want, you like doing video conferences with your friends, or you think that you can do with a computer video conferences, tick. If not, cross. And this is what we have to do on page 92. Let's continue with page 93. Activity number 1. Place the stickers to complete the table. So if you haven't got your stickers, here you have to write these words: bicycle, car, plane, doorstop, stapler, television, or toaster. Here you can see them. And you have to write them in the correct column. The first column says works with human force, electricity, or fuel. Simple machine and compound machine. Remember that the simple machines have one parts, and the compound machines have 2 or more. So we have to take the first word, bicycle, for example. Bicycle, the bicycle is a simple or a compound machine. If you think that it is simple, it's because the bicycle has only one part. Or if you think that the bicycle has more than one part, it's a compound machine. Now, what do you think the bicycle works with human force, electricity, or fuel? Write in the correct column. Sorry. Number 2, a car. The car is a simple or a compound machine. No, right? If you think that it is simple, it's because it's only one part, compound, more than one part. And now, the car works with electricity, fuel, or human force. Write in the correct column. Plane, an aeroplane, simple or compound, right? Choose the correct column, and if it works with human force, electricity, or fuel. Doorstop, we talk about it when we read the information, that it was an object that it was green, and you had to write if it is a simple or a compound machine. Stapler, we can see staplers in the classroom. Maybe the teacher has one. And if it is simple or compound, right? If it works with human force, electricity, or fuel. Television, the same. If it's simple or compound, toaster, simple or compound, and if it works with human force, electricity, or fuel. And the last one, clip, a paper clip. If it is simple or compound, and if it works with human force, electricity, and fuel. Remember, you have the stickers, place them in the correct space, or write them down. Activity number 2. You have to draw and describe a machine with paper clips. What a paper clip is. This is a paper clip. A paper clip. Sorry. This is a paper clip. So you can choose the color that you want, or you can choose more. So they tell the instructions. The instructions say that you have to invent a machine made of paper clips. You can use as many paper clips as you want. The paper clips can be any size. So you can use 1, 3, 5, 15, 20, the one that you need. If you need 20 paper clips, you can. And the paper clips can be very big, very small, big, small, medium, up to you. And you have to draw the machine using only paper clips. You cannot use circles, you cannot use triangles. The only thing that you can use is paper clips. And you have to draw them here. You can name your machine. For example, it can be named as Hugo. And you can have to say what can your machine do. For example, if it can cook a pizza, if the machine can play football, you have to write them down. And that's what you have to do on page 93. Bye bye.